Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Mystical, and I'm gonna bring you a special commentary, and I'm gonna try and get this uploaded on the 7th of October, mainly because that is my birthday. And this is just a commentary to reflect on my life, because I know I haven't really engaged and interacted with you guys as much as I could, so pretty much just gonna reflect on the 16 years that I've lived my life, and the countless years to come, really. So I'm going to start that I'm not ashamed of my life. I think I'm definitely really impressed with how I've lived my life. I think in terms of being happy myself and like being an important part of the communities that I get involved in, I think I've done a really good job there so far. Because in terms of myself, I've had many things to be proud of and like achievements to have done. Like the one that will stick with my mind until the day I die is 6 years ago. I must have been about 10. I competed in the under 11 British Gymnastics Nationals tournament and came out on top, which was pretty nice. I mean, back then I didn't really know the significance of how important it would be to say that I was once the best gymnast in the whole of England. And now looking back on it, that is, I'm looking back on it and I'm thinking, I wish I did not give up on gymnastics. I wish I continued. I didn't know or pay any attention to how important it was in my life. Because back then, what you see is sort of wrong. What you see in the future, what you see the future as, is not what it is in reality. And I mean, there's just so many chances that I could have taken, but I didn't. Mainly because I knew that this is going to be for my gymnastics, but after under 11s you go into like under 15s or 17s. And I knew that I could not compete in that tier, which was I mean, I would have just been embarrassed. That's what I thought anyway. But now that I'm 15, I'm thinking, why did I not continue? I probably could have. That could have been such a good talent to have for me. And it's similar with something like music, because music a few years back I was really sort of keen to get a guitar and learn how to play an instrument, but when I got it I generally just looked at it and I expected myself to be able to pick it up and just play it really easily and quickly, but it wasn't like that at all, and I did not have the dedication and the effort to put into it. And now in the past year or so, because of this is mainly just influential from the people that I've met in this year, I've wanted to be able to pick up a guitar and play a good song again. I mean, that would just be such a good thing to be able to do. But I don't know, because I can't trust myself if I do get an instrument. I can't trust myself to put time into can't trust myself to put time into learning it, because I know I'll just think, I procrastinate so much. I mean, even throughout this year, at the start of the year, I said I will do every single piece of homework on time and to a good standard, and that has probably been applicable for about 50% of my homework. And the only homework that's been is homework that I know that I would get in trouble for if I did it badly or not on time. So that's just a mindset that I really need to change, but I just cannot do it. I mean, that's probably, the fact that I can be lazy and just put things off so easily is probably the biggest thing that I do not like about my life. But I mean, I'll get over it, because I mean, I'm gonna have to learn eventually. I mean, I've said to my parents, you need to be more disciplined on me with my homework. I'm not doing a good job at it. And they said okay, but then their effort at it is really, when I get in from school, they say, oh, have you done your homework? I'll lie and say yes, or I can do this tomorrow. End up doing it the morning it's due in, or not even at all. And it's just a pain. So I'm gonna move on from that. I'm gonna say pretty much my everyday life. I mean, my everyday life is something that it's nothing. I mean, it's nothing that sort of would let me down unless something really bad happened, which it does happen to me, but not that often. I generally don't get into fights with my friends and fall out with them. And other thing, I can't say any others. I really am not the recipient of bad news much, which I guess is a good thing. But the friends that I have, I feel really lucky to almost have those friends, because every day I can pretty much make every person around me laugh. And even when I'm not trying, if you are just with a group of people that you like, you will make them laugh even if you don't try. That is just how your social reactions work. If you think up something funny, you will immediately say it, mainly because you are confident in yourself when you're around your friends, and you know that if they don't find it funny, you can just shrug it off and it's really not that bad. But I remember reading a quote there that says a day without laughter is a day wasted, and I really have mixed feelings about that, because I think that there has only been a few days in my life where I have not laughed or made someone else laugh, and those are the days which have really just been horrible days for me. Like if a relative died, which did happen to me earlier this year, which, I mean, I was fairly upset for the days surrounding that. Sorry about that, I had to cough. But putting aside that, because I really don't want to get into that at all. Seeing someone laugh is probably it makes you, it sort of gives you a lot more confidence, and it makes you feel like you're socially accepted. And I don't know, but if you look over it and see someone laughing, you instantly get sort of a good stand. You're setting a good standard if someone sees you laughing, because it shows that you can be happy. You are an exciting person to be around, and that's one of the most valuable things that I've really learned in my life, and that's to be known for who you are. But generally with me, I'm quite a timid person, and I'm only known for who I am amongst my friends, because I don't really have the confidence to sort of announce myself in public as much. Well, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because I mean, for the first 3 years of my secondary school, I was generally just stuck with only about 60 or 70 people out of 300 in the year. Maybe about 30 of them were friends who I would hang out with every lunchtime, and then the other 40 would be people who were in my classes, who I didn't really make much effort to sort of communicate with.
Enemy care package inbound.
Mainly because I was happy with the friends that I have, and I would rather have a small group of friends that you can be really happy with than just a large group of friends that generally you're sort of loosely bonded to.
Care package on the way.
It feels like you really always have someone to depend on that way, which is great. And then for the last 2 years, well, 1 and a bit years of my life, I met completely new people, because all my sets had been pretty much scrambled up. I was with completely new people, and that was really astonishing for me, because I had matured and changed a lot since then, and I found it a lot easier to interact and communicate with those new people that were in my classes, and I have made so many friends in the last year, just from being with them and having the confidence and the fact that I will have to communicate them with some time or another, because these are important school years.
Inbound. Friendly RTX deployed. Friendly
Yeah, sorry about that.
inbound.
Where was I? But really, I mean,
Friendly RTX.
what I'm trying to say is, if you're happy with what you've got, which you should be, then that's all that really matters. Because I don't. If you're happy, there's really no need to try and go further than that. I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, it's sort of saying quit while you're ahead, which, I mean, in some cases is good, but
Get up, we're taking a beating.
in some cases it's not. And I would so rather have made a few friends than have made lots of friends but also made enemies at the same time. I don't think I have any sort of enemies right now. I don't think there's anyone who really dislikes me for something that I've done, mainly because the people who I think would do that, I just don't like sort of announce, like I said, I don't announce who I am around them. I mean, there are so many people that I just think I do not want to make friends with them, mainly because they would probably tempt me to do things that I wouldn't be comfortable doing, and it's important that you don't make yourself do that. You don't want to change who you are, because you will have a hard time doing it, and you will probably not make yourself happy doing so. And one other point that I was going to make on this, can't remember it. Never mind, I couldn't think of it, but I'm just keeping in mind that making enemies is probably one of the things that you really don't want to do, because it can turn a good day into just a horrible day for you, and the feeling of depression is really something that you don't want to get, because it can break you down. It can change you so much in ways that you can't comprehend. It's just something important to just to realize how important it is just to make do with what you've got without trying to go the extra mile, unless you really are confident that you are the perfect person that nobody will dislike what you do. I mean, to be honest, there's so many people that I dislike them for who they are, but I don't announce it to them, mainly because I wouldn't want to, because I am quite a sensitive person, but like I said, I'm still really timid, which is not a good combo for me, because every time I see I can see someone and almost sense what they're thinking, how they're feeling, what their emotion is, and I can analyze that and say, maybe I should go up and do this to them or say this to them, but then I just think, no, it could all go wrong and backfire straight in my face. I don't want that, because I want to preserve like the happiness or the mutual feelings that I have. I don't want to get into a bad relationship with anyone, all because of just one thing that I've said, and I know that seems really unlikely, but in my mind that's just what I think could happen for what I do. And being timid and being sensitive has really not helped me throughout this year, because I mean, I'm going to move on to like what I plan to do for my future. I'm going to start with like the coming years. I plan on getting into a relationship. It's something that I have planned on doing it since last year, and I have not had the confidence to do it, mainly because I will be honest here, I have feared rejection, and that as much as people say, oh, you shouldn't fear rejection, it's not that bad, I'm not going to speak about it, because I have had no experience in it really. But obviously you don't want to be rejected. If it's someone you like and they say no, it can leave you very upset. But I mean, I need to get into a relationship with someone, especially since prom's coming up soon. And really, my mindset used to be, why do it now? It'll only last best a few months, and then it'll end. Why not just wait until I'm older, when you can get into a more serious relationship? But that's wrong. That's that's sort of like depriving yourself of what you want. If there's someone you like, then you shouldn't be held back by something like fear that it's going to end. If there's someone you like, you should seize that opportunity. You should not let it pass and then regret it, because for all you know, someone else may snatch up that person that you like, and then you'll just be feeling, trust me, it's such a horrible feeling. You don't want to feel it. It makes you jealous, it makes you angry. It's not nice, it's not nice at all. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I can't really say much on this situation because of the lack of experience that I've had into it. I'm hoping that some of you guys may be able to help me out on this. I mean, it's generally just the confidence issues that I have. I can't decide if someone likes me enough to say yes, because I don't generally know what the amount of time or the amount of things that you have to do with someone is before they generally make you one of the people that they would be in a relationship with. And sometimes you can't just look at the best looking and say, oh, I definitely want to be in a relationship with them, because you've got to get to know their personality. I mean, what's on the inside is far more beautiful than what's on the outside, and that counts for so many people, because there's people that I know, like, I generally sit by a lot of people who aren't particularly the nicest looking people in the class, but they have a great personality. It's fun to work with them sometimes, and you generally get a laugh out of it every single time. And people always say to me, oh, how can you sit by that thing? And I just think, they're not actually that bad when you get to know them. I don't see why you're just being so judgmental on what's on the outside. And that's another sort of ties in with my sensitivity, how if it's just really hard to word it, but I generally need to know someone before I can judge them, because if I look at how someone reacts around others, then I can sort of make a judgment on who they are, but I can't make a clear judgment until I see how they react with me, and that's just the way it is with me. This has gone on for quite a bit. This has been at least like 17 minutes. So maybe I'll continue this another time. If you like this style of commentary, then please let me know. I mean, I'm not one to be making big speeches about philosophical stuff, but I just thought this was necessary. It's my birthday. It's time to celebrate. I'm going to be getting a lot of stuff. I need to give you guys some stuff. So, I mean, yeah. I think I'll just continue on for a bit about future, because I don't really mention much. Basically, I do plan on staying on to sixth form, which is basically for when you're 17 and 18 years of age. It's pretty much just a further education, and then I'm hoping to go to university. I've generally been a good student. I've been a good student in terms of grades. I've pretty much had A's all round and good marks throughout my whole school career so far. But the fact that I procrastinate homework and I put things off, and I don't put much effort into what I should be putting effort into, is really going to let me down in the future, because I can just feel my grades slipping. I think I used to be able to get an A star in this. I can only get an A now. Why is that? It's because I don't put the effort into it, and that's partially because of almost like what a corrupted person I've become, how I generally have addictions that I don't want. I mean, it's not alcohol or drugs which is good, it's, well, I'm guessing you can guess what addictions they are, but it's not nice. I've generally, the fact that I don't really revise for exams and I still get A's in them gives me the mindset that I don't need to revise, because I can still get A's, I'll just wing it. And I'm not the one who feels, I don't feel nervous for exams, but that's mainly because of such a good, like, history that I've had with exams. It's really not a good thing to know, but never mind that, because, yeah, I'm hoping to go to university. That's going to be great. That's going to be a great time for me to be able to socialise, meet new people. Also a time when I maybe leave a few people as well, which I'm not going to be looking forward to. Mainly because a lot of my friends, I don't think they'd be interested in taking courses that I want to take in the future. But never mind, because you can always meet new people. And you never really know what you have until it's gone, so I'm sure that's not going to be that bad. And then the rest of my life, I just want to try and get a job that I'll be happy with, really. Then have a family, just live. Just live. I don't want to accomplish anything. I don't want to accomplish anything like, I do want to accomplish stuff, but mainly like just within my own personal life. Like, I want to be able to get a good paying job which I can enjoy, but I don't want to sort of like be famous and well known for something, because I don't think I could handle it, really. It's not the type of person I want to be. But I think I'm actually going to end it here. So thanks for watching, pretty much all I can say. Wishing myself happy birthday. It'd be nice if you did too, wink wink. And oh yeah, if you want to leave me a birthday present, like and a favourite would be really nice, because I know I never ask for this, but to be honest, I really think if this channel grows a bit more, it will motivate me, and that's exactly what I need right now. I need to learn motivation, confidence, and if you guys really want to help me out with that, just the simple press of a mouse button. Sorry to ask, but it's just the way it's got to be. I mean, who doesn't ask anymore? So yeah, thanks for watching. Love you all. Ta-ta!